Are you moving out of your home? The first question you might ask is, should I rent it out or sell it? The biggest mistake most sellers make costs them average of 50K or more, and 90% don't even know they are making it. So what's happening? They hire discount broker to save on commission. Big mistake. Hi, I'm Hsieh-DeGnore with ESP Realty Living in Boston team. Your home is your largest investment. You wouldn't perform surgery on yourself just because you watch a few YouTube videos, right? Well, watch out, you might end up hurting yourself. A strong agent brings in pricing strategy, marketing, and negotiation skills to maximize your market value. Picture this. A discount agent cannot negotiate their commission because they don't have the skills or market knowledge. What's the market doing? I don't know. Listen, if they cannot negotiate their commission, how can they negotiate for you? Experience and negotiation expertise aren't luxury, they are a necessity when dealing with your largest investments. Don't make this costly mistake when it's time to sell. Hi, I'm Hsieh-DeGnore with eXp Realty Living in Boston team with over 20 years of experience helping clients buy, sell, and invest in homes and multifamily properties across Greater Boston. I've guided hundreds of people just like you to sell and find their dream home. In this video, I'm going to walk you through 2 costly mistakes most homeowners make when selling and share with you, and then I'll share 3 value-add tips to help you maximize your home market value. Let's get to it. Mistake number 1, tries to save on realtor fee without understanding what that decision actually cost you. When you see a commission number on paper, it looks big. The question makes total sense. Can I sell it myself? Can I use the cheapest option to save money? But here's a real question you should be asking. Will saving on a fee actually putting more money in my pockets at the end of the sale? Because in real estate, what matters is not what you pay, it's what you net. Here's what I see happen. Seller A goes with the cheapest option. The home is overpriced or underpriced, poorly presented, weakly marketed, few buyers, little competition, soft negotiation. Seller B pays for real representation, strategic pricing, great photos, strong marketing, multiple offers, skilled negotiation. Seller B pays a higher fee and still walks away with more money. That's a key distinction. The goal is not to have the lowest cost, the goal is to have the strongest outcome. And in Boston, that really matters. Negotiation isn't just about the headline number. Sometimes the highest offer is the weakest. Loaded with contingencies, weak financing, a shaky appraisal gap, a strong agent reads the whole picture and protects your net. Think about it this way. You wouldn't perform surgery on yourself just because you watch some YouTube video. The same logic applies to the biggest financial transaction of your life. And here's a useful question to ask any agent you are considering. Can they clearly explain why their service justifies the fee? Because if they cannot make that case for themselves, how are they going to make it for your home at the negotiating table? Greater Boston is not a simple market. A condo in Back Bay is priced differently from the one in Austin Brighton. A triple-decker in Dorchester has different buyer profiles, financing considerations, and investor analysis than a single-family home in Newton. Strategy matters. It has to be tailored to your specific property. A good agent is not just opening doors. A good agent is helping you answer questions like, what price will attract the strongest buyer pool? Should we list slightly below markets to create competition? Should we price at markets because the property is more unique? Should we do repair before closing? Should we stage? When should we go live? How do we handle private showings, open houses, and multiple offers? Mistake 2, not planning for capital gain taxes. Most discount agents will never even bring up this issue. This is a big one, especially in Boston. Why? I'm gonna talk about capital gain taxes. And before I go any further, I'm a real estate agent, not CPA or tax attorney. What I'm sharing is general educational information. Your situation is unique. Please speak with a qualified tax advisor before you list. What I can do is to make sure you have the right question to ask. In Boston, a lot of homeowners have seen serious appreciation, especially if you bought 10, 15, or 20 years ago. Maybe you bought before neighborhood really took off. Maybe you renovated. Maybe your property value has increased much more than you expected. That's great news, but when you sell, the IRS is paying attention. In simple terms, your capital gain is the difference between what you sell for and your adjusted cost basis. Basically, what you paid plus qualifying improvements minus selling costs. Now, there's a significant exclusion available to many sellers. If the home was your primary residence, you may be able to exclude up to $250,000 of gain if you are single, or up to $500,000 if you are married filing jointly. The IRS detailed this in Publication 523. Massachusetts conformed to the same exclusion. But don't assume you automatically qualify. You generally need to have owned and lived in a home as your primary residence for at least 2 of the 5 years before the sale. There are exceptions, which is exactly why your CPA need to involve before you list, not after. Here's a quick example. Say you bought a Boston condo for $500K and you're selling for $950K. That looks like $450K gain on the service. But your actual taxable gain depends on your adjusted basis, your capital improvements, your filing status, whether you ever rent it out, all of it. For some sellers, the exclusion covers everything. For others, especially single filers or those whose gain exceeds the limit, there's a real tax liability to claim around. This is why I tell every client, do a pre-sale net sheet early before you decide your list price, before you decide whether to sell this year or next, and start pulling your records together now. Your original closing statement, receipts for capital gain improvements, renovation invoices, this can all affect your basis. I help clients understand what they are likely to net from the sale. Their CPA handled the tax side, you need both, ideally talking to each other before you list. Come in Boston, I'll send you my free home sale checklist, including what to bring to your CPA conversation. Alright, those are 2 traps. Now for the good parts, 3 things that will actually maximize what you walk away with. Pricing strategy, staging, marketing. Let's go! Tip 1, pricing strategy. And notice I say strategy, not picking a number. Those are 2 complete things. A price is a number. A strategy is a plan built around your property, your neighborhood, current inventory, buyer demand, comparable sales, interest rates, and your timeline. The biggest misconception I see, let's start high, we can always come down. Here's the problem. When a home overpriced, buyers skip it. The listing goes stale. People start asking, what's wrong with it? Then you reduce, and you have always lost your strongest window. The first week or 2 is when buyers have been waiting for a home exactly like yours come running. That early momentum is everything. In some cases, pricing slightly below market value generate competition. More offers, more showings, stronger terms. In others, for unique or luxury properties, a more precise approach makes more sense. A renovated South End brownstone with parking is not priced the same way as a garden-level unit without outdoor space. A Dorchester 2-family with strong rental income needs a completely different analysis than a Brookline single-family. Pricing is data plus psychology. Data tells us what has sold. Psychologists tell us how buyers behave. Buyers search in price brackets. They compare quickly. If your home feels like strong value, they move. If it feels overpriced, they wait for the price drop or for something better. The goal is urgency, not panic. That's how you create competition. And competition is what drives your strongest result. Tip 2, staging. When sellers hear the word staging, a lot of them think, my home is fine, I don't need that. But staging isn't about whether you have good taste, it's about helping buyers emotionally connect with the space. The moment a buyer walks in, they are asking, can I see my life here? Does this feel bright or spacious? Could I work from home here, raise my family here, and be proud to invite people over? In Boston, staging matters even more because our homes have character. Narrow rooms, older layouts, garden-level spaces, limited closets. Staging helps buyers understand how to live in a home. That empty bedroom staged as a home office suddenly makes sense. That narrow living room with the right furniture layout feels intentional. And staging isn't always a full furniture rental. Sometimes it's decluttering and editing, removing what distracts, naturalizing paint colors, updating bedding, improving lighting, painting the front door, power washing, refreshing landscaping, clearing countertop, removing personal photos, making closets look spacious. Here's what most sellers miss. The first showing starts online. Before a buyer ever steps inside, they're scrolling through photos. If the home looks dark or cluttered in pictures, they don't book a showing. Staging is part of your digital marketing strategy. Buyers aren't buying square footage. They are buying how the home makes them feel. Stage for the buyer, not for yourself. Come in Boston, I'll send you my free home sale checklist. Tip 3. Marketing. And this is where most sellers leave their money on the table. They think, put it on MLS, add some photos, buyer will show up. Sometimes that's enough, but if you want to maximize your market value, you need more than exposure. You need the right presentation, the right positioning, and the right reach. It starts before the listing goes live. We ask, who is the most likely buyer for this property? A first-time home buyer, a relocating professional, an investor, a downsizer, a luxury buyer? Each of those buyers care about different things, and the marketing needs to speak directly to them. A buyer coming from New York, California, or overseas, once you know the likely buyer, you can shake the marketing around what that buyer cares about. For condo, that might be location, HOV fee, layout, naturalized built-in amenities, reserve, parking, storage, pet policy, and commute. For single family, it might be yard space, bedroom, schools, renovations, parking, neighborhood feel, and proximity to parks or downtown Boston. For multi-family, it might be rental income, unit condition, leases, cap rates, development potential, and long-term appreciation. Professional photography is non-negotiable. Your listing photos are your first impression, and for most buyers, it's the only impression they will act on. Video shows flow and feel in a way photos cannot. Floor plans help buyers understand unusual layouts, which matters a lot in Boston, and the listing description matters more than people think. Beautiful two-bedroom in desirable location tells buyer nothing. Good copy is specific. The morning lights, a private yard, and the DD parking, which is gold in Boston. The walkability to the red line or the seaport. Then distribution, MLS, major portals, agent networks, email lists, targeted social, open houses that creates an experience, not just unlock the door. And after listing day, great marketing stays active. We track how many showings, what's the feedback, are buyers hesitating on condition, price, or layout. We adjust fast. There's a big difference between listing a home and launching it. We launch. Let's recap what we have learned. Selling your Boston home is one of the biggest financial decisions you will make. Done casually, it can cost you. Done strategically, you walk away confident with more money in your pocket. So let's bring it together quickly. 2 mistakes to avoid. Don't choose an agent based on the lowest commission. Focus on your net, what you actually walk away with. Don't sell without understanding your capital gain situation. Talk to CPA early before you list your home. And 3 things that will maximize your home market value. Pricing strategy creates a plan that will generate the right competition at the right time. Staging help buyers emotionally connect with the space. Marketing, don't just list it, launch it. If you're thinking about selling in Greater Boston, I'll be happy to help you get a clear picture of your home value, your likely net proceeds, and the best marketing strategy to position your home for the top dollar sale. Drop Boston in the comment now and I'll send you my free home sale checklist. Or the link in the description goes straight to my calendar. No pressure, no pitch, just a straight conversation about your situation and your goals. And if the video is useful, like it, subscribe, or share it with someone who is thinking about selling in Greater Boston. I'll see you soon.